All right, guys, looks like we're live. Let's start all the other lives. Let's get ready. Yay, we are now live streaming. Looks like it's running okay. Good stuff. So yesterday, unfortunately, I had to call it quits early because there was some lunch stuff that needed to get done. So unfortunately, that's what happens when you got lunch stuff to get done. Sometimes you have to cut the live stream short, unfortunately. But we're back. We're back with this awesome plane right here, the Ishin. Look at this. It's fantastic. And I don't have RC Sailor stickers yet, but you guys can get a shirt from them by using this QR code right here. This awesome QR code right here. If you want to use that to get yourself a shirt from the RC Sailors, that'd be awesome. Or you can get one from Captain Drone. Anyway, let's get back to fixing this plane right here. This is pretty cool. And yesterday you saw me fail at it because just ran out of time. So let's see what we can do today to make that better. We still have that motor that's all ready to go, stripped wires and all that ready to go. And I also have a secondary motor, this one here. And the reason this one is good is because the wires match. So I'm gonna strip the wires on this too, because these wires here are red and blue, same as these ones right here. Look, all we need is white, and you got the American flag. Anyway, red, white, and blue. Let's go. Let's get this party started, guys. So, I'm not sure how the autofocus is doing. Can ask Tim. What's cooking, Tim? Is the autofocus better today than it was yesterday? I don't know. Fix the software, man. Fix the software. iPhone 13s, seriously. Look at this. Today, the wire stripping was like excellent. No problem. First try. No mistakes. There we go. Look at that. Wire stripping that worked on the first go. That's unimaginable. All right. So remember what we did last time? Last time we made a big mistake. And when I put the motor through here, I was trying to do that when the rotor blade was already installed, like that. And that was bad because it wouldn't fit through there anymore. So we're not going to make the same mistake twice, are we? Are we going to make the same mistake? I'm good at that. I'm a champion at making the same mistake twice. But not today. Not today, guys. Today, we're going to be good about it. We're not going to make that same mistake. I don't know. So, hope you guys are having a good day. Hey, Raphael. Thanks for joining us. Who else is here? Thanks, Noor. Good times, good times. So this time, hopefully, if we get the wires match in blue and blue, red and red, maybe we'll get some kind of decent liftoff out of this thing. I don't know. We still have to determine whether this is the correct battery to motor power ratio, and also if the rotor is the right size. This this here was the perfect size for the plane. It's better than what it came with, but it would never stick to the motor, so I would just take it to the field over and over and over again. And eventually I got bored of doing that because it kept falling off the motor. So what we're going to do instead is going to use this slightly smaller blade. You see how much smaller that is? Unfortunately, it's like almost an inch or something smaller, so it might not provide the lift that we want. So we may need to use two motors instead of one. So who knows? It's all tests at this point. We don't know what's going to work and what isn't. we're just going to try it out and see. It's what happens when you try to re-engineer something that was pretty good to begin with, but you know, you want to try to see if you can just make it work. The original worked okay, but it was just so hard to fly that it kept breaking. So the professionals could do it no problem. I've seen a lot of really good YouTubers fly this thing fantastically well, but I'm just not that good. So I'm re-engineering it for beginners so that beginners can actually fly this thing. And who knows, maybe Ishin will see this video, will watch it, and go, whoa, maybe we could make it easier for the new pilots and make a version that's just easier to fly for the new pilots. That would be fun. Again, no guarantee that'll work either, but one can try, right? You can only try the best that you can and see what happens. So, all right, let's put this in position and see if it'll glue. A little bit hard to do on camera, guys. I'm gonna try my best here. Sometimes it just struggles, but we'll get there. We'll get this running. All right, maybe that'll work. And then we'll add some extra glue on the top once that dries. I hope that's straight. We do need it to be kind of straight. We don't want this thing to push the plane in either left or right. We want it to be as centered as possible. Okay, let me do this without burning the wires, maybe. All right, let me see if I can do this better so that it is perfectly straight. See if the glue will hold in place this way. I'm actually pretty happy with this glue gun that I got. If you guys don't have a glue gun, this company here, Monvict, does a pretty good job, I gotta tell you. There we go, this one here, Monvict. See that? There you go, Monvict. Pretty reliable stuff, gotta tell you. I got a good deal on it. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I made a video on that in the past. So you guys can go check that out and see. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was a decent price back then. I don't know if they raised the price since then. So I'm not going to tell you that it is a certain price now because it could have changed. And I will make you angry when you go there and you're like, you said that price. It's not that price anymore. I won't do that to you. I won't do that. Well, it looks like it's in the way we want it to be. Now, the question will be, will the new rotor that I stick on there be good enough or not? We'll see. Let's see it. And I need to put the battery in there to see how that works. This was the best one. I hope this one would work, but it kept coming off. So we're gonna go with a different rotor blade that I found just the other day, and it was pretty good. Is it this one? No, this is the one for the baby RC. Let me double check to see that. Yeah, it looks like it's the one for the baby RC. We won't use that one, although it's a good one, but it's for slightly smaller planes. So, okay. I would even try this one. This one here is cool. It's a really cool blade. But you see how big that is? If I stuck it on there, that would just take out, yeah, you see that? That would take out the wings there. So if I wanted to use this humongous one, It would probably create vibrations too because it wouldn't stick the way. So we're gonna use a red one. Why a red one? It won't look as cool in scale with a red one, but what it will do is it will be very helpful in other ways. Hey, wait a second. Look at the size of this motor. I could have used one of these. We could try using one of these if that little motor doesn't provide enough power. But I just found that out right now, that I had that motor. So we got lots of options, guys. Lots of options. Something will work. But in the meantime, I've got this thing here. We'll stick on a red prop so I know what the back of the plane is doing. Which way the back of the plane is facing. Maybe when we do those videos for you guys too, it's really hard because I don't have a camera crew. Most of the time I'm just doing the best that I can on my own. And so when that happens, the camera needs to do its best to find stuff on its own. So maybe if we have a nice red tail, it'll be easier to see on camera. We'll see. I ain't making any promises because when I do, things go wrong, right? All right, this looks pretty good right there. Look at that. So now we got to put a battery in there, turn on the remote, make sure that we don't just cause issues. We'll stick in, this is not the original battery, it's a little bit smaller. I'll probably fly it with an even smaller battery, but for now, we just need to see if we've got propulsion of any kind. That already would be in of itself a big victory if we had propulsion. All right, so to make this easier for you guys to see, I'm gonna scooch all this stuff back. Obviously, the YouTube won't be very well focused because, you know, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? We're gonna use the old iPhones that will actually focus. Let's see, can we make you guys be able to see something down there? We'll try that. And you guys too will be able to see something. Look at that autofocus on the old devices was fantastic, guys. It was just great. Not anymore. Those are days of yore, the days of yore when, all right, so we got we've got steering basically, we've got up and down, no problem. And we've got power. So the question is, when we take this to the field, will this amount of power be enough to get this off the ground? I can't guarantee it, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good because this rotor is built specifically for this engine. It won't come off, so there's that good thing there. And so that's fantastic right there. And if this doesn't work, I'm thinking of doing another thing, which is we could either put a really big, hefty motor in there. This is also built to work very well with the same prop, so that's not a problem. We'll just have to see if, you know, the weight is too much for the bird, or there's other options that we have. I could try to put 2 of these, and the question will be, will I put them on here, on these little wing tips? Because that's something that we could do that might work. It worked okay for a Trojan that I built a while ago, a Hobby Zone Trojan engineered by me. And it was my favorite plane, but I lost it, so. We could try there. We could even try here, but this might give it a strange flight characteristics, you know, like, because it's pushing air this way. So it would always be in a sort of this kind of flight position, and that might not work at all. So we have to figure out other options should this one little engine not work. But I'm hoping that this will be enough. Another thing we can do is shave down some of the weight. We could probably remove all of this big part down here. It would expose more of the stuff in there, but I'm sure that it would fly just fine. So anyway, we got options. And what I'd like to tell you guys that is fantastic is this landing gear. This landing gear is not the original landing gear, but I've been flying it or trying to fly it with this landing gear. And since I put this landing gear from Hobby Zone, it's the same from the Trojan 28S. And boy, oh boy, once I had this on, this thing would fly, and even if it crashed it, whatever it was, the nose will no longer get broken. So, you know, I said this before in a previous video, I think that Ishin should collaborate with Hobby Zone. I'm sure they won't because, you know, nobody ever wants to do the things that I say, but that would really be beneficial. But anyway, these tires here, this landing gear is so good that if Ishin had something like this on by default, beginners would love it. More planes would be sold. More planes would not become, you know, destroyed or obliterated, and so on and so forth. So there we have it. There we have it. So there, we were able to do that. Very soon I'm going to do another live stream where I'm going to talk about the leaks of the DJI Mini 3. There's a cool image that just came out, which is more realistic than the other one that was that has been shown. And yeah, I'm gonna do a quick live stream on that soon to show you guys stuff. Whoa, what happened? Okay, great. It looks like technology, guys. Did the battery just die on the tripod? Okay. Well, anyway, we did finish the live stream. I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. All right, so I have to manually hold this in position now. Doesn't matter because the project is done, but you know, the camera was just doing its own thing. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little video. I did promise you that I'd make a follow-up video where I would fix this thing and make it flyable, and looks like we've got power. So there we have it, guys. There we have it. But in Marco Reviews, you know, this is what happens pretty much every time I do a live stream, something goes wrong. And this time, it's my Vilta here that had issues. So there we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna say goodbye to all you awesome people. And don't forget, Captain Drone shirt. And if you want to get yourself an RC Sailors shirt, you can use this QR code right here. Scan it in to your heart's content. There we go. Scan it in to your heart's content. You can get yourself an RC Sailor shirt. And the one that I got was awesome. So, or this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day. And unfortunately, I have to hold the camera this way to say goodbye. But take care. And I'll see you soon in the next live. Oh, look at that. Those are numbers that I can really appreciate. Let me see. YouTube has a total of one people showing up. But we've got awesome numbers here. 106 on Big O Live, I think it was. And let me see, this is the other one, 221 awesome people on Likey. And that's why I do these live streams in threes, because it's fun to have people who are actually showing up to see stuff. But, you know, YouTube doesn't care about me. That's okay. That's okay. The algorithm is what it is. But I do appreciate Susan W. She's always sweet. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.